And as you know, when these types of things happen, you must know that we will not tolerate this kind of violence in our city.
And first at 4, D.C.'s police chief giving her thoughts after a terrifying turn for one of her officers as he was making his way to work. Someone in another car got out and started shooting at the officer while he was in his car, setting off a chase that ended with a crash and arrest in Prince George's County.
And the good news is that officer has what's being described as non-life-threatening injuries. We have team coverage tonight of this wild story that has a lot of questions. We start with Rebecca Turco, who spoke with some residents. Rebecca, how is everyone reacting to this?
Well, it's certainly a lot to take in for the people I've been able to speak with today. Really, they're just wrapping their heads around all of this. They say this isn't really a common occurrence in this area and very much still an active scene. I actually want to show you what we're seeing at the moment. Police still at the scene here, and we're counting at least 4 evidence markers that we can see from our vantage point. Several blocks are blocked off as authorities continue their investigation hours later. We also want to show you what the scene looked like a little bit earlier, where even more streets had been blocked off as authorities were beginning their investigation. The whole ordeal happened just after noon today on 7th Street over by Nicholson and between Oglethorpe. Police tell us a captain was heading into work in his personal car when he saw a car ahead of him driving erratically. Well, then we're told that car stopped and a man got out and shot the officer. That captain was able to get a partial plate number and actually drove himself to the 4th District Police Station nearby. We're told police were able to track the suspect's car over in Landover. That's where it crashed, and authorities took 2 people into custody. We caught up with one neighbor earlier who says she heard those gunshots while she was outside with her dog.
We just heard about 3 shots at the corner of Oglethorpe and 7, and then immediately saw a large black SUV with completely dark tinted windows speed down the street, and then they immediately made a right onto 6 and kind of sped off.
And as for that police captain, he is recovering in the hospital, and thankfully we're told he's expected to be okay. We're working to gather even more details on this ongoing investigation. For now, reporting live in Northwest, Rebecca Turco, 7 News.
And this wild chase ended with the suspects crashing the car in Prince George's County. And our team coverage continues now with Maryland Bureau Chief Brad Bell. He is live at the scene of that crash, now investigation. Brad, what are you learning about this and what is behind you?
Yeah, so look, here we are. This is Landover Road behind me, Dodge Park Road. This is where the crash happened. We were told this was a fairly long pursuit. Police really got a good look at this car pretty quickly after the shooting, and they were following it out here. We understand that there were several Metropolitan Police cars in pursuit when the car they were chasing crashed. That is one of the 2 suspects wanted for shooting the MPD officer in handcuffs, being searched by Prince George's police. He stands just feet away from the blue Honda the pair crashed at the end of a pursuit out of the district and into Maryland. Both suspects taken to a hospital for checkups for very minor injuries from the crash. According to police sources, both suspects are 21 years old. Witnesses describe seeing the car running south on 202 with several police cars chasing, ending up on its side after crashing into another vehicle. Just before the crash, officers seeing the passenger toss a gun out the window, a police dog finding it very quickly in the tall grass along the road, a crime scene technician picking it up to package as evidence. Yes, we've looked closely at that video we got of that gun. It appears to be, what we call a ghost gun, an unserialized gun put together from a kit. You can tell oftentimes by the green color. So the car has been towed away. The scene here is completely clear. The police have reopened the roadway. They're going to take that car back and go over it. But so far, they believe they've got the 2 suspects that they were looking for. They have the gun. And so far, only 1 gun found. And in that car, we were told by sources, a pretty significant amount of marijuana as well. Landover, Brad Bell, 7 News.